Alright, what's good? It's your boy KneeHighEli. I'm over here with my man June. What's good with you, bro?
What's going on, baby?
Man, we Quilly and Ondek Studios. Best studio out here in Philly. I just came by to see and get the behind the scenes with my man June. So, we know about the Quilly album. We see a lot of mixtapes, different things like that. But you always see an artist usually, and there's always a big team behind that picture. So, I wanted to expand on the behind the scenes and definitely link up with my first interview with June. So, he's going to give you the inside scoop on what really goes on behind the scenes and the collaboration between artists and different engineers and producers.
Absolutely, man.
So my man, so tell me how the original link up with Quilly even happened.
Well, first of all, I've known Quilly since, me and Quilly used to go to high school together.
Right.
We both went to Alany. So I used to rap back in the day. And, I was nice at what I did, and Quilly was nice at what he did. So of course we would always meet up in the lunchroom. Everybody giving out bars, you know what I'm saying? And he respected what I did, I respected what he did. We just kind of, became cool after that. So, we used to do shit like, cut school. Kids don't cut school. Like real shit, don't cut school. But we used to, be knuckleheads, cut school, go to the crib, go smoke weed. Kids don't smoke weed. You know what I'm saying? But, these the knucklehead shit we used to do back in the day and write raps all day or whatever. And of course we all go our separate ways. I did my thing, he did his thing or whatever. And it's funny and shit, because I actually tell Quilly this story all the time. I'm like, because I had left and went to school down in Florida.
Right.
And I kind of stopped rapping and wanted to get behind the scenes with the music or whatever. So I started making beats and stuff, and I called Quilly one day. And I'm like, yo, cuz, what's up, man? And he like, what's good, baby? And I'm like, yeah, I got these beats for you, man. I'm trying to work with you, I'm trying to, like really get it in. And this was probably about 4 years ago, maybe. This is like right around the time his son was born or whatever. So he was just like on the phone, like real kind of standoffish with me and shit. Like, yeah, no, just send him to my email, cause just send him to my email, cause I'll be ripping and running around and da. So I'm like, man, fuck that, I ain't sending none of your email, dog. That's what I'm thinking in my head. But don't get me wrong, I wasn't no hate or nothing and shit. But I wanted to work with you, so I'm thinking in my head like, I'm gonna get next to you again one day. And when I get next to you again one day, it's gonna be legit. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So, I met my man Reds or whatever. Shout out Reds. You know what I'm saying? Sure. And so he told me he was gonna bring me in on this situation, which was on Dek or whatever. So long story short, you know what I'm saying? They signed Quilly. Quilly comes to the studio one day. This is when we all meet. First day, everybody meet. Everybody's at the table or whatever. He walks in the studio and he just see me standing there and he like, yo, what's up, cuz? You know what I'm saying? Shook my hand and shit. And it was all love or whatever. And I remember our first session we did and shit, he was real nervous because he just came from Rug or whatever. Shout out Rug, he's a great engineer. So Quilly real particular. He wanted his quality to be on a beam. So he was real like, June, you know what you're doing? I want this and da-da-da. I'm like, cool, I got you. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? And long story short, before you know it, you know what I'm saying, we worked together. I sent him a mix, and he was like, yo, dog, this joint sound crazy. And that's what it said from there, like, you know what I'm saying? That's all he said. You know what I mean? He said, June, this shit sound crazy, dog. You got me sounding like fucking Jesus, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but no, that's our relationship. You know what I'm saying? We just work, and like I said, it's organic, and we get shit done. We make great music, man.
For sure. So, like you said,
going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in VIP getting goofy. Quilly out of jail. Salute me. You're talking all that killer shit. You gotta shoot me. You never sold crack in your whole life. While you talking about the trap like you're so white. I done sold drugs to my family. I know it's wrong, but I had to feed my family. Feed your price up. Niggas can't afford me. Fuck your studio. You're the only one record me. I just made a dime off a couple shows. Got my feelings hurt. Love to
I'm glad you talked about Quilly with that being like kind of modern and present day, but if we want to take it back a notch, can you tell us more about some of your other credentials you have, about different engineering projects you have? Because there's a lot of different stuff that people don't know about Ball Jun that we definitely want them to hear about.
Yeah, no, I've sat with some great artists, and I've worked remotely with some great artists. To name a few, as far as Philadelphia artists, I mean, I felt like I've worked with all of them. I mean, I worked with Chinko the Great, I worked with Vodka, I worked with Cheap, I worked with 8 Gang, Quilly, Spade. I mean, I'm forgetting a lot of people. P&B Rock, my little brother Nate Bucks. Shout out Nate Bucks.
For sure.
I mean, a lot, man. A lot. City Romniecki. I did shit with B.Y. Jennings. I work with Peanut Live. I work with, I mean, it's a lot of different people in Philly, man. And then I work with Lil Mo. She came to the studio. Shout out Lil Mo. That was a great session. She's an amazing artist, amazing singer. Remotely, I've worked with T-Pain and Chief Keef. You know what I mean? They didn't come to the studio, but I was sent their vocals or whatever. Did my thing, whatever, with that. And I'm looking forward to working with a lot of other great artists. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully in the future I'm working with a lot of great artists and we getting these Grammys and
for sure.
You know what I mean, #1 singles and so on and so forth. You know, that's the goal. You know what I mean?
For sure.
You know.
So yeah, we live. We right here at Ondek Studios, and this part of the interview right here, we just want to talk, show some different things going on with Ondek. So, what are your plans in expansion with like? So I go to Howard University. We definitely try to make that link up. So where would you guys like to go besides DC and beyond Philly? Where would you guys like to spread out to?
Well, right now, what's important for us is what's really important for Ondek is well, at least the way I see it, and a lot of my partners, you know, they agree also, is that we want to bring that East Coast culture back. You understand what I'm saying? That's important for us. So right now, you know what I mean, we definitely want to lock down Philly, you know what I mean, make sure we got that stamp in our hometown. We want all the tri-state area, and we just want to keep branching out from there. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, well, of course we want everywhere. We want to be global at the end of the day, you know, worldwide. We want to touch people in Africa, Japan, you know what I mean, wherever. But right now we just, you know, we just kind of slowly but surely just moving out, just moving out. Before you know it, we'll be stationed in Cali. Like, we already went out to Cali. City went out to Cali. Did some work with me. Shout out me.
For sure.
You know, Spade and City went down to Dallas or whatever. Did work out there. Me and City went out to Ohio. You know what I'm saying? So you know, we trying to.
We met that nigga talking private shit. Demon on the come up on my way. He call me Keenan. Got him already advertisers in the evening. If it's shorty, you can see him. You won't see her to the bill. European with that nigga in the bill. I be ballin' in they mouth 23. Jordan, I'm just that nigga with your shorty in his deal. She don't like me, she love me, love me. She don't need me, but why me? Say I'm the realest, she feelin'. That's just the still I'm considered. But we don't fuck with no fraud. We keep it real in this building. This Romniecki the best. And I'm with Quilly, the feeling is going up. On a Tuesday, but it's Thursday. That's why these bitches thirsty. Now how we gonna give it to them in the worst way? Say I know Quilly that they treat me like it's my birthday. Hey! I did it for me, I did it for Quill, I did it for June. I did it for space, so get out the way, cause City need room. I really need room. I did it for love, I did it for money, ain't do it for you. I do it for her, might get her a bag to go with them shoes. Yeah, on a Tuesday, cause nobody knows what might happen after this dude say. Just open these hoes, get off in the side of this whole side. It's the county boys, yeah, we on deck, that's how we do things.
On a Tuesday.